Hi, everybody. I am back after a few weeks away here with my March Madness bracket video. So I'm just going to go through and make my picks. I have not done a ton of research. I did do a little bit of college basketball betting this year, so I like to think I have some sense of what teams could be overrated or underrated, but my usual disclaimer, I am by no means an expert, just a fan who likes to wager a little money on a March Madness pool. So without further ado, I will jump in. In the East region here, we have the number one overall seed, UConn, playing Stetson. I'm going to go with UConn here. I'm going to take FAU over Northwestern. I know they made the Final Four a couple of years ago, I think. I'm going to take San Diego State over UAB. I'll take Auburn over Yale, although I wouldn't be surprised if Yale pulls off the upset there. I'm going to take Duquesne over BYU. An 11 over 6 seed upset. Illinois over Morehead State. I'll take Drake over Washington State. And I'm going to take Iowa State to round out the region. We'll go down here to the West. The number one seed in the West is North Carolina. I'm going to pick them. I'm going to take Michigan State over Mississippi State. A 9 over an 8. St. Mary's over Grand Canyon. I think Alabama will beat Charleston. Kind of surprised they fell to a 4 seed. I think they were one of the top teams in the country at one point this season. I'll take Clemson over New Mexico. I'm going to take Baylor, although Colgate's another one I could potentially see pulling off an upset. Let's go Nevada over Dayton, 10 over a 7, and Arizona to round out the region. Jumping back up and over to the South, Houston is the number one seed in the South. I like them to beat Longwood. I will not be picking any 16 seeds. I think it's only happened once or twice that a 16 seed has upset a 1 seed, so I'm not going to stake any claim on it. Let's go Texas A&M over Nebraska. Wisconsin over James Madison. I'm going to take Duke over Vermont. I'll do Texas Tech over NC State. Kentucky over Oakland. Florida's playing one of the play-in teams. I think they're going to beat either Boise or Colorado. And I'm going to take Marquette over Western Kentucky. Purdue is the 1 seed in the Midwest. I'll take Utah State over TCU. I'll do Gonzaga over McNeese. KU over Samford, excuse me. I'll take South Carolina over Oregon. Creighton over Akron. I think here I might take the play-in teams to upset Texas, either UVA or CSU. And then I'll take Tennessee over St. Peter's. So, not a ton of first round upsets for me, just a few 10s and 11s. But let's move along to the second round. I'm going to take UConn to continue to advance into the Sweet 16. I'm going to take San Diego State over Auburn. I'll take Illinois over Duquesne. And I'm going to take Iowa State over Drake. I'm actually going to go with an upset here. I think Michigan State is going to knock off North Carolina in the second round. I'm going to take Alabama to advance to the Sweet 16. I think Clemson's going to knock off Baylor. And I'll take Arizona to knock off Nevada. I've got Houston in the Sweet 16. I'll take Wisconsin to knock off Duke in the second round. We'll go with Kentucky over Texas Tech. And Marquette to round out this region. And the final region of the second round, I'm going to take Purdue. I'm going to go with the Jayhawks over Gonzaga. I'll take Creighton over South Carolina. Let's go with my pick'em teams to knock off Tennessee. So either UVA or CSU. And now we've got our Sweet 16 set. I think UConn is going to beat San Diego State, though I do leave open the possibility of San Diego State as a dark horse to keep rolling. We're going to go Iowa State over Illinois. Michigan State over Alabama. Michigan State, my big dark horse team so far. And Arizona over Clemson. So we're getting down to the Elite Eight. I'm going to have Wisconsin upsetting Houston in the Sweet 16. We'll do Kentucky over Marquette. Kansas over Purdue. And Creighton over the Cinderella UVA CSU pick'em team. So our Elite Eight is set. I'm going for Iowa State over UConn to make the Final Four. I'm going to take Michigan State over Arizona. I'm going to take Kentucky over Wisconsin and Kansas over Creighton. And then I'm going to take Iowa State over Michigan State and Kansas over Kentucky. And I'm going to take Iowa State to win the tournament this year. So we'll see how I end up doing. Not a ton of big upsets in the first round, but definitely some dark horses breaking through in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. So, yeah, feel free to leave me a comment comments. If you have any thoughts on the tournament or any picks that you think either agree or disagree with mine. And I will be back in a matter of time with another video, probably a Masters picks video in a few weeks, if not something before that. So thank you as always to everyone for tuning in, for liking and subscribing, and you will hear from me soon. Take care. Bye-bye.